Students, let's read today our third lesson, matter. What is matter? And in this chapter, we read today what is matter and how it is classified, what are the properties of matter, and which ones are the categorized into matter and which are not, and why they are not. Next, and how the matter is composed, and according it's made, what are its main types and what are their properties. Everything in detail we will read in this chapter. Okay, let's we start the topic matter. What is matter? Everything that is around us is known as a matter. Means everything around us in our environment or in our universe are a type of matter. Means you are also a type of matter, myself is a matter, this book is also a matter, this pen is also a type of matter, utensils are matter, bags, books, pens, everything means the substances you are seeing, they are all are a type of matter. But what are the matter? Generally, which substances are classified as matter? Means we cannot be haphazardly saying everything is a matter. Means what are basically, means scientifically, which are termed as the matter? Means the substances which are following just two properties, basic properties, they are termed as the matter. Means what? See, the two basic properties are it has mass and weight and it occupies space. Then that substance is classified as a, and the substance is categorized or termed as a matter. Okay, means see, what is first point is that it has mass, it has mass or weight. What is the meaning of mass or weight? And it occupies space. What is occupying space means what? First I am telling, the substances which occupy space means, see, this is the pen. Okay, as this is the pen, it is a matter. Means how it is a matter? Because it occupies this much of the space. Okay, it want to some space to remain. So the substances like this, it is a pen cap, means it want this much of the space, this much of the space to remain, it need. So like this, we also need some space to sit, you also need some space to stand, or every substance needs some space to remain. So that's why the substances are termed as a matter. Now, the matters are classified into two categories. One is living, two types of matters are there. One is living and another is non-living. What is living? Living means the substances which are totally different from the non-living. Means what are the difference between the living and the non-living? Means what? The living means the substances or the matters which are having life, and they can grow themselves, they can move themselves, and they can reproduce their young ones like themselves. If they showing these properties, then the type of matter is termed as the living. And non-living means what? The properties which are shown by living, if that is absent in case of that matter, then that is termed as a non-living. Means generally they are not having life, they cannot move, they cannot change their position or place of their own, they cannot grow, and also they cannot be reproduced, or they cannot be produce a young ones like themselves. Okay, so they are the non-livings. Like as livings again classified into two types. Okay, that is plant and animals, they are the livings. But see, plants means what? Like as any type of plants, hops, shrubs, trees, or small plants, big plants, all type of the plants are classified as the livings, because they can be grow from the smaller one to bigger tree. Okay, from baby plants to bigger tree, and they can be moved towards the sunlight, and also in the roots moves towards the geograph means towards the underground, whereas the shoots are moves towards the sunlight means upward. It is the movement of the plants. And they can also grow from the from the small seed to they can be germinate, and also they can be form baby plant, then after they can grow to form a big structure and we can term as the tree. Okay, and also they can be produced like the young ones means like themselves a small, they can also fertilize and to forms the seed, and the from the seeds again a new plant is like of a big tree also can be reproduced. So it is also a living. Okay, and animals also showing this type of property, same they can be move their own, they can be reproduced, they can be grow from a baby to adult like this. They are also the livings. Means in case of the animals means what, whether they are the unicellular or multicellular. Unicellular means microorganisms, bacteria, they are also having one cell but they are the livings. And also huge animals like is the animals, and giraffe like is, and human beings, birds, all are including in this form. Whether they are the plants and animals, both are the living. Living means they are the matter because they all are following these two properties. They have the mass and weight and occupies the space. See, here it need a space, here also it needs space, here also it to sit or to remain it also needs space. They all are the need space. Next we will go for the non-livings. Non-livings means what, they are also the matter because whether they are the non-living, but they also follow the two properties, mass, they have to mass and to occupy space. See, the non-livings are also of two types, one is natural and another is man-made. Natural means what, if the matters or the substances made naturally, means in the nature they are there, means like is the air, soil, water, rocks, these are all are the naturally formed. So these are the natural non-living matters. Whereas some are made by the human being for fulfillment of their basic needs. Okay, to get benefit from them. And some man-made substances are there which are made by using the natural matters. But as they are the non-living, as they have the non-living, so they are and also made by the humans, so they are termed as the man-made or the synthetic products. Man-made products or the synthetic products. Whether they are the natural man-made, they have no life, so they are includes in the non-living form. Now see what I am telling, non-living or living, any type of the substance, basically if they have the space, if they occupy space and has the mass, that has the mass, then they are the matters. Clear? See here, plastic bottle, it is man-made, also non-living, but it needs space, it have mass, so it is also a matter. Here car, it also needs space to remain and also it have mass, so it is a matter. So whether that is non-living or living, if they are the matters. Okay, so next is that what is now, you can understand, I think it occupies the space means what, everything needs space, this much of the space it need, this much of the space it need, this much of the space it need, that means they occupies the space. Now next point is that must be they have the mass. Question arises here, what is a mass, how we can be define a mass. Mass means what, the quantity of matter or the substance which is present inside inside a body is known as mass. Okay, what is the quantity of matters or the materials of a body? Suppose I am taking an example of an apple. In case of an apple, if we will take out the pulp of apple, suppose it is of one bowl, then that is its mass. means the pulps which are present inside an apple, that is the amount of substance, that is the amount of quantity of material which is present inside an apple. So that is its mass. Can you understand? Again I am telling, see here, if it is an apple, the amount of the substance or the pulps which are present inside an apple, these are the masses. Okay, these are the mass of an apple. So see, what is the mass? What is the mass means what? The quantity of matter or the quantity of substance which are present inside an body is known as its mass. Every substance, every matter has its own mass because matters are made up of different materials. The materials are known as its mass. Clear? Next, what is the thing? Mass of a body is never changes. It remains constant at any place of the earth. Means what? If I will take this apple to any other places, and by taking there, if I will take out all that pulps from that apple, means what? The amount of pulp which are taken here, that also equal with the amount of pulp which are taken out in another place. That means what? Mass will be never changes. If you will change the place, then also the mass remains constant. Okay, because mass is the amount of substance present inside a body. Whether you change the position of the body or change the place of the body, the mass will be never changes. There is no any changing is happen inside the mass of the substance. So it is telling the mass of a body is remain constant at any place on the earth. Clear? So students, next thing is that there are the different type of matter. We have to take an experiment to prove it. So let's start by taking an experiment 1. What is that? Air is a matter. See, air is a non-living, but it is a matter. How it is happen? Take a scale, okay, and by tying it to balloons in two sides. Okay, by inflated balloons means you first blow the balloons in equal size, and also you tie two balloons in the two side, and there is a knife edge, means helps to balance the scale with the balloons in two side. Okay, next what you are, after tying the two balloons, you will be see that they are in the same position or in the balanced form. Okay, then what will you do? You have to check what is happening here. So I am taking a needle and pinch one of the balloon. Then what will happen? When I pinched one of the inflated balloon, the air goes out. Then it is already blow off. Then what is happen here? This the scale position of the scale which is in the balanced form. Towards the left it is slightly, means what will happen? Tilts. Suppose I will pinch up this balloon, then it will be down this side, or if I will pinch the balloon, then it will be down this way. Because see, in this diagram here, this balloon is pinched off. So what is happen? When the balloon is pinched, then the air is gone out, and this side of the scale becomes the heavier, and this is tilted downward. So what you understand here both in the balloons and the air was present, but when I pinch the balloon up this side, the air is gone up, and here the air which is present inside the balloon, it shows its heaviness. So that's why it can pull towards downward. Okay, and it is tilted. That means what? It is proves that the air also having its weight. That means it's showing its heaviness, and that heaviness is due to its weight. Means the substance which are having the weight, and also it occupies space. Are you observing? We are blown means the air is inside the balloon. Inside the balloon wall of the balloon, the air is enclosed. That means it also requires some space to remain. Where is the air is requires some space and also it has the weight, so that is proves that air is also a matter. Clear, students? Next is that here is the difference. Already I taught that. Means what? Mass means what? It is the measure of a body which is contained inside a measure of amount of the substance which is present inside a body, and its SI unit is kilogram. It is measured by beam balance. It is constant for in any place. It is never changes if we will change its places. Okay, but what is a weight? You know what is weight? Weight and mass. We are generally telling what is your weight. Mass and weight both are the same, but not like this. What is a weight? Weight is different from the mass. It is the amount of the quantity or the amount of the substance present inside a body, as I am telling. But what is the weight? Weight means how heaviness is a substance, and the heaviness of the substance depends upon the gravitational force. Mind it. Again I am telling, weight is the heaviness of the substance. Heaviness means it is depends upon the gravity of gravitational force of that place. Means what? It is the force. Generally it is a force which is acted upon a body by the gravity, and by which the gravity is pulls everything towards it. Okay, its unit is the Newton. It's measured by spring balance. Okay, it is measured by beam balance, but it is measured by spring balance. It varies from place to place for a body. Yes, of course, it will happen. How? Means see, the gravitational force of places is different to different. Like is the gravitational force of moon is the gravitational force of earth is 6 times larger than the moon. Means if somebody is here 6 kg, then if we will go to moon and that body is weighted there, then its weight becomes 1 kg. Means the earth's weight is becomes 6 times greater or 6 times multiple than the weight of the moon's place, because it is depends upon the gravity of the two places. So the weight is shows the difference of a body, but the mass will be same whether that is the place of moon or the earth. Okay, it is the difference between the mass and the weight. Mass and weight both are never the same thing. Next is that every substance, whether if it is a matter, then it occupies the space. To show that there is an example by taking air also, as I am telling in this first experiment, this is only here told. What is that? Take a balloon and blow air into it. Yes, generally students, you know, different type of balloons are there of different shapes, like the stars, like the hearts, or round shaped, oval shaped, different type of balloons are there, different shape of balloons are there. When we blow the air inside the balloons, they take the shape of they take different shapes. That means what? That according the shape of the container, according the shape of the wall of the balloon, the air is enclosed inside it to give a different shape. Clear? Means what? See, here the balloon is oval in shape, so after blowing the air it takes the oval shape. But if it will be the heart shaped balloon at first, after blowing the air it will shows the heart shape. It can be swell up like a heart and it shows the heart shape. If it is the star shape, then according the shape of the wall of the rubber or the wall of the balloon, it will be swell up and shows the star shape. That means what? Air have no any shape and size, but it can be take the size of the container in which we can be put it, and also it can occupies the space in which we want to keep it. Clear? So as the air occupies the space and it have the heaviness, weight, so it is also a matter, whether that is a non-living substance. Clear, students? And another thing, there are different type of substances also there which are not also classified as the matter, like as the time, feelings, memories, and of different type of energies, like is heat energy, we cannot be touch it, and also they cannot need to space, we cannot be keep them, and also they are not they have no any mass, so that's why these are not classified. Memories means things, angriness and also amazement or happiness, these are also the feelings, the feelings and the thoughts, these are also not classified as the matter. Time also, energies and light energy, heat energy, sound energy, we cannot be catch them, we cannot be keep them, they are not require any space to remain, they are only the sources, they are only the energies, so that's why they are not includes as in the form of matters. Okay, next is that, see how the matter is made up of. First thing is that at first it is telling that matters are made by the universe, means it is the different vital energies which are occurred in universe. Okay, as I given in the last clips of videos, in that big bang is happen in universe, out of this some tiny particles are removed and these tiny particles are makes the matter. But matter is what are the tiny invisible particles which are present inside the matter. Generally, all matters are made up of the molecules. First I am telling, listen. All matters are made up of molecules. But the molecules are made up of atoms. That means atom is the very smallest particles which are invisible. They are very tiny particles. They cannot be seen with our naked eye. Okay, so these are the atoms, and the atoms are made the molecules, means more than one of atoms when combines they forms the molecules. Now molecules are responsible to forms the matters. Clear? So matter, the tiny particles which are very important and which are very unit particles are form to matter. But first matter is not, means we cannot be go from the atom to matter, first it is atoms to molecule, molecules to matter. Okay, but atoms they cannot be, so see here given atoms do not have independent existence, that means one atom cannot be exist, so it always try to combine with another atom. When it combines with another atom, then it forms the molecule. See, therefore atoms when combines with another atom or more than one type of atom, then it forms the molecules. Clear? In last chapter we are discussed different type of molecules and the compounds. Are you seeing? Water molecule, what is the formula of water molecule? See, H2O. H2O means how many atoms are there? Hydrogen 2 atoms of hydrogen, 1 atom of oxygen, so there are 3 atoms here, completely 3 atoms are combined to forms the one molecule. Now water is became a matter. Understand? That means what? Never be one atom can be exist. In higher class you will be read more about the atoms. Okay, now only you just listen that much, means atoms are cannot be exist independently, so that's why they can combine with other atoms to form the molecules. Now matters are the substance, matters are the smallest particles which are made up of the matter. Now molecules can exist independently, so they shows the all properties of the matter, means matter is made up of molecule, molecules are made up of atoms. But anyhow, atoms are the basic particles from which matter is only prepared. Okay, these are the composition of the matter, means any type of matter, it have its own atoms, it have its own properties. Clear? The atoms of the wood or the atoms of the water, atoms of the different gases are different from the atoms of any other substance because they have their own properties. Clear? All means anyway, leave it, any type of the matter, means what? Whether that is the living or non-living or man-made, natural, basically they have much to follow only two type of properties, basic properties that have two mass or weight and occupies the space. Okay, now I want to tell the students, all of you write this difference in your chemistry note. Okay, and also you draw this table, draw this diagram as to shows the air is a matter in your white page of the chemistry note, and this diagram also you have to draw. Air occupies the space, and give the title there, heading there, and to show these two diagrams in a white page of your chemistry note. And student, also you have to draw this flow chart of the matter and their classification in your white page of your chemistry note. And also I am giving some questions, you have to write the answers of that questions in your chemistry note of your own, and that questions I will send in PDF file. Thank you.